Welcome back to y'all's favorite video, the Monday / strike through weekly updates on all of our projects. Changed the board around a little bit again, added another project to the dead section or need CPR section. Couple of little changes here and there in the rankings, but we're going to get to that. It's been a lively day, been a lively weekend. I've been, for those who didn't catch my video in my other project, my other channel, spent all day in the heat Saturday working by myself on food plots at the honey camp because, you know, my son's at college now, so I'm on my own. Then we got crypto drama going on today that I'm dealing with, and released a video this morning on the NUBILA project, and then I realized that I'm being told that I was mistaken, and a node is not a node, but an NFT. And I'm like, no, an NFT is an NFT, a node is a node. No, not now. This new generation is, and I'm like, just y'all kidding. Like, this is just getting ridiculous. So before we go any further, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the little thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. It helps out all these projects we're going to discuss. And, you know, it helps push it out for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out my channel. I have been getting up in some subscriptions. I'm posting more often. So when y'all see some videos that I'm making and they don't really make sense, like why the hell is he posting it? Really, I'm just going along with the YouTube algorithm. They want more videos posted. They want a video posted almost every day. That's nearly impossible for me when I have 4 different YouTube channels. So just hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I appreciate it. Also, don't forget I have a Discord. It's getting kind of lively in there right now. I just had to go and put the dad hat on and tell some people to take a deep breath. We're all adults here. We're both passionate. We're all passionate about our projects and how we feel about certain projects. But we got to keep it civil. I have no problem with civil stuff going back and forth, but sometimes it goes a little too far. But we try to keep it civil. So if you want to get in that Discord, check the link below and come check out the drama with us. All right, so this is going to be the weekly update video. I told y'all that normally this takes 5 hours for me to do. 2 hours for me to make the video, 2 hours for me to edit it, about an hour for YouTube to upload it, process it, and get everything done. I told y'all about this project that I'm getting into. I've been covering it a little bit here and there. That's one of my new projects I'm trying to get into, and I did a video on it yesterday. Now, funny fact, I was kind of confused on what it is, and I'm still trying to get my facts straight on it. Most of the news in the video is good. It's about NUBILA and, you know, the actual project itself. And I'm gonna have a full video out probably tomorrow on the unboxing of this new package that I just got in literally about an hour ago. So I know I've been saying for a while I was getting one in, and it seems like I have finally got one in. NUBILA Marco. So I'm not going to reveal it tonight. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for my unboxing setup video that will be coming out later this week. I want to thank Helium Deploy for this. The Helium Deploy is the one that sent it. But y'all know I was planning on getting one anyway. But I reached out and asked them, and they said, sure, we'll send you one. So I'll do a video on it, discussing it. But again, I was already on board with the project. I already wanted to be on the project. So, you know, no love lost there. I was happy. So put this right here on the side, and we'll be doing, you know, we're doing an unboxing and video on that later this week. So as far as Bitcoin's going, we are going back up. This is the 1 hour chart. And you know, despite how you might feel, some people will be excited about this. But look, if you're a fan of an alt season, this is delaying an alt season. At least that's what the experts say. You want to see Bitcoin, of course, going up. I don't want to have to rehash all this and stuff. Y'all all know how alt season works. If you go off the previous cycles, Bitcoin goes down while Ethereum is supposed to go up. And right now, But you need Ethereum to go up also. Really, you need Ethereum to go up while Bitcoin goes down, and that's not happening. When you look at Bitcoin dominance, you really supposed to be, you want to see Bitcoin going back, dominance down. You see, this is what triggered the alt seasons before. The alt season before, this was the bear market going into the alt season. So you really want to see this green marker right here come down. This is the weekly chart, but you know, we've kind of discussed all this, but that's what's going on in crypto right now. All right, so I'm determined to get this video done in under an hour, but I already know I got 2 different rants I want to do. So y'all prepare yourself, y'all buckle up for them. Someone's gonna be rehashing some stuff that just still pisses me off. I don't know where else I can put it. But you know, it is what it is. So starting off for the 15th week in a row, the #1 project, at least that I'm in right now, is Chirp. And that's about the only positive thing I'm gonna say about it. The Blackbird is still mining, if you call it that. We don't know what the hell's going on with this project right now. I will say that whoever's doing the X Twitter account, you're doing a hell of a job making people believe that everything's great over there. But many of us still question why an IoT network project needs to be so concerned with Chirp KAGE and the beacons, Wings of Chronos project. And I've covered exhaustively about how screwed up Chirp Chronos, the Wings of Chronos project is, in addition to, you know, where these beacons are. They're inaccessible. The only one that's in New Orleans area at all, because I've driven all through it, was one that was in the middle of a marsh or a swamp area. Couldn't get to it, behind locked gate. So even if I had a boat, it'd been almost impossible to get to. And there's been a lot of reports of that. Private property, interstate, sewage canals. You would think they were so concerned with this, and they've been talking about it for so long, you think that they would have at least told us. Well, I mean, somebody would have made sure that these things were accessible, but no, nobody paid that much attention to that. And how does Chirp solve this issue? Surely they would have fixed it, right? No. They come up with a beacon magnet right here. What a joke. So it gives you an additional 50 meters that you can reach out to inaccessible areas to get this. When I tell you, like, I don't get triggered often. Like, I try not to let stuff bother me like this in life. But this is laziness at its purest right here. Y'all effed up y'all's project. And now we have to pay to fix it, or not to fix it, just to be able to still use it. That's bull stuff. I'm at a loss for words, which don't happen often. So in one of their latest announcements 3 days ago, they do say how they have big upgrades in development. One of them is the beacon magnet, a tactical tool that lets you claim a beacon within 50 meters, even if it's just out of reach. Limited use, but high impact, designed to make sure no rewards slip away. So again, y'all screwed up. Y'all just threw some beacons out in the wild, did not check to see where they were going to be located at, in the middle of an interstate or in a sewage canal or something. And instead of y'all fixing the placement of that, y'all going to charge us for a beacon magnet. Like, who do y'all have advising y'all? Because they need to be kicked square in the nuts. And anyone talk to us about buying more premium passes? I'm done with premium passes. I did it 1 month to try it out. Y'all have, I don't know how much longer I got on it. Probably about 2 weeks. Y'all have to impress me a lot. Not that anybody gives a crap what Grumpy says or what Grumpy buys or anything like that. But I told y'all got 1 month to impress me. I use my staking rewards to buy those passes. And I'm not renewing. There's just no reason for me to renew. And then I have people who are on Discord and on X commenting that they're getting so few tokens or so few points, it's not worth it either. What pisses me off also, in addition, what I said last week, is that you have some people talking about they got 10 and 15 beacons in their city and they're going out and grabbing all of them. New Orleans has one in the middle of a swamp. I've driven to Baton Rouge. I have not found any in Baton Rouge so far, at least. So is this really that important that you have to put that many in one and not in the other? Again, to me, this is not making me feel any better about this project. In fact, it's making me feel worse, if that's possible. I was so interested and wrapped up in this project in the beginning when I thought it was going to be a hybrid Helium type of IoT. But everything I just spoke to you about, what does that have anything to do with an IoT network? So I'm starting to kind of flip on Chirp. Yes, I'm going to keep my Blackbird up. I don't, it makes great rewards. I just showed y'all it makes great rewards. But this is like two different projects we're discussing almost. So they also finished the Chirp KAGE contest for was it round 5 or something like that, and they showed you where you can go and check all of your rewards, and there's a table that you can go to. Look, I ran the hell out of it. This right here is the reason why we cared so much about people possibly cheating, because we know they got like certain people like that's in the group I'm in who in a couple of hours were at millions of tokens already, and they got over $100 worth of tokens. Where people like me who are down here somewhere got, I don't remember what the hell I got. It was nothing to be $18 worth maybe or something crazy like that. And I ran this thing all the time. So that's Chirp KAGE. I don't know. I don't know what direction they're headed. I don't know if they know what direction they're heading, but that's Chirp KAGE. All right, moving on to number 2 project. Number 2 is going to be GEODNET. I don't know how many weeks in a row this one is, but it's been close to the same thing. Price has stayed basically the same since our video last week. Same thing with Chirp also, but you're making about $1.92 per day with GEODNET. Basically nothing new on their Discord at all. They're talking about token 2049. They did again discuss the technical aspects of their insert. You can ground it if you want to ground it. They show you some examples of that. I'm not even going to get into this mess because, apparently I am, I've had some comments made and I'm just going to shake my head and just let this take its time to work out. How about that? I'm still a little hesitant that this is going to fix the issue. I know what people are saying. If people from this project and Wingbits project are saying is that they know what they're doing and they saw, and like, they know that this was the problem. They've proven that this is the problem and this is going to solve it. Okay. Time will tell. I hope it is solved. People paying good money for these devices. I hope it's solved. Again, this is a very minority amount of these devices that are having this issue, but still, if it's your problem, your problem, your device having an issue, you don't care how minority it is, but hopefully this gets solved. All right, next we're going to have a little flip-flop in the rankings right here. Not much, a couple of cents, but that's it. But Onocoy is at $1.12. This was at ranking number 4 last week. It is now at ranking number 3. Not really that Onocoy did anything, but the project at number 4, price has dropped. So the daily intake has dropped. The big announcement from them is that there is a monthly recap AMA that's going to happen tomorrow or today, depending on when you see this. It's at 9 a.m. my time. So depending on what time you watch this, you can be cutting it very close. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sorry about that. But just, hopefully they got a recap later or something like that y'all can find out about. Like I said, this price is basically about the same as it was before. Last week when we did this video, so not much price movement. I mean, it went up and down a little bit, but either way, at the end of the day, 7 days ago, we're at the same price. All right, moving on. Number 4 is going to be junk. So yeah, we had a small little price decrease since last week, and we're making right at about $1 a day. So no announcements or anything in the Discord. Nothing really new in the Discord. Everybody's just being nice to each other, and saying good morning every morning. So currently, I'm not boosting any longer. That experiment's basically over with for me. And you can see right here basically what I've been making every day. So it's about 266, 270, 272,000, 271,000, 274,000, and then a little boost at the end of the week. But it averages out to be about 270 something thousand dollars. I'm sorry, 270 something thousand tokens. Again, I am not doing any of the boosting right now. Currently in first place is Dilla Jasi, who has 14 million tokens. Now I don't know how many boost things he has or anything like that. Y'all know me, I'm lazy or just very busy, and I don't have the time to keep up with this every night if I'm gonna stay in first place or anything like that. I still say if I could ever possibly remember to do this on a Sunday night when I'm working on stuff, I would like to just do like a top 10 or top 9 amount, just to see if that even gets you your money back. I do have all these NFT boosters, but I'd like to know, are you just breaking even at that point? I mean, if you're just gonna break even, basically you might as well just burn off 5 million tokens and call it a day. Because that's what you're doing. Anybody puts their tokens in right here, it's supposedly, all these are supposed to be getting burned. So again, when I did it like for first and second place, I did end up at the end of the week with a little bit more tokens than I would have if I would have just not did anything like I'm doing right now. But what I've learned is you don't want to go way over this first place amount, because you're not going to get those kind of tokens back. I lost like 3 million tokens when I tried that the first time. And then, so I had to play this game the next time of just making sure I stayed right on top of this number. But that's it. At some point, I'm just going to claim these tokens, hold on to them, and figure out what my game plan is from that point. Basically, what this project is, when you sell, basically it's a done deal at that point, because you have to either burn 4-to-1 ratio to get it back, to get back into this project, or you have to buy those tokens back and replace them, which makes no sense because you just sold them. So, you know, I don't know what y'all plans are with junk coin. I don't know what my plans are with junk coin right now. I'm dual mining with their device and just letting it roll. All right, we're moving on to number 4. I'm sorry, we're on number 4. How about we move on to number 5? Number 5 is going to be entropy, or as Grumpy calls it, entropy. So to be honest, even though I like the project, entropy has had some price falling, which has caused the rewards to fall. So not only did you get a little bit of a cut in rewards, we're down to 19,100 tokens a day. That's with a 1.3x whale NFT. But I'm getting about 19,100 tokens a day mining. But this price has come down. It was at 4 zeros and a 5.8, I believe, for last week, which was about $1.10. We're now making about 98 cents. So this is entropy right here. Again, last week on the 23rd or something like that, it was around here. It was like 5.9 or something like that. So it was up in here somewhere. And as you can see, we're down about 5.1. Now, it was lower than this, and there was some buys coming in. I watched some decent buys come in, and yes, more buys come in right here. So people are buying this and supporting the project, supporting the token. Again, I suggest for people, none of this is financial advice. Y'all do what y'all want to do. If you're going to buy this token, use a second wallet or third wallet or fourth wallet, depending on how many entropies you have. Do these transactions completely different to the Jeter deleted doesn't, or you don't get mixed up like I did, where I was buying entropy during the dips, and then when I wanted to sell to buy an Ashler, I got my mined entropy mixed up with the entropy I bought. So that is entropy. There are no announcements or anything right now. Things are just chugging along. So one thing I will say is, there's been a lot of don't say there's a lot. There's been some tit-tat stuff going on back and forth. And I've actually had a couple of y'all reach out to me about token price. I can't sell, stuff like that. And I'm going to try to say this as kindly as possible. Read the fine print. I've said this in several videos before, and I'm going to say it again. You got into this project knowing these stipulations. I don't know how you would have gotten this project without, I don't know if you just didn't think they were going to apply, or that they would be released already and they wouldn't have these stipulations or something like that to that effect. But you got into a project that you know you're going to need an NFT, what the price is going to be of NFT. You got an Ashler, you knew what the Ashler cost. And when you bought an Ashler at the time from Helium Deploy, you had to check the boxes that you understood the rules of the project. Am I going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I'm happy or not pissed off at what the price is? Absolutely not. You know, I won't lie to y'all. Was I expecting it to drop to this level, 98 cents a day? No, I was not. But I'm still chugging along. All my 7 devices, and actually one of them is an ESP32 that's unplugged, so I didn't have any rewards this week from that one. So technically I got 6 mining iterations going on with this project. I gotta figure out what's wrong with that other one. One of my ESP32s is not connecting, even though it says it's connecting. But anyway, it's neither here or there. But anyway, I'm just going to mine along and see what happens. Because if you try to take profit in this project, cheat or delete is going to get you and you can be out. At least that mining credential in NFT and device is concerned. At least that's how I think it runs. So that's Entropy. Moving on to our next project is going to be ROVR. Now, I don't know who brought this up to me in the live. Whoever did, I believe it was in my live. I appreciate you bringing up to me. You know, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in, I think we're going to hit 16 different projects, maybe something like that. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, at least 19, 20 different projects when you include NUBILA. I cannot keep up with everything. I can't. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be bringing y'all news and it's bad of me and I apologize. But ROVR at some point changed from this 1.6 tokens per kilometer or something like that. And now the person on live told me this, and I verified it, at least so far. I started using ROVR again. I got my truck back, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and immediately took a screenshot of what I had with ROVR as far as rewards and tokens. Did a little bit of driving on Friday, and of course Saturday. Did several hours of driving on Saturday. And when I look at my rewards today, I averaged about 1 kilometer per token, or 1 token per kilometer. Actually, it looks like a 50-mile day trip, which was about 80 kilometers. You're getting about 0.92. So if that helps you out anything, so you have a 50-mile ride to work, there and back, and an errand or two in between, you're making about 92 cents a day. It's hard for me to tell y'all what y'all would be making or anybody would be making with this, because what I drive and what you drive and what your neighbor drives and your buddy in Deep Pen drives, it's all going to be a little bit different. So y'all should understand that with ROVR. But it's still not that 92 cents a day is blowing it away, blowing the tops off of all Deep Pen projects. But compared to what some of our other projects are, it's still doing pretty well. So with ROVR, some of the big news is that the Litecoin, I can't say it, Litecoin, I say it every time, Litecoin is making its way around. And you can see this thing is godly. And I joke about how ugly this thing is, but then I see the rewards people are getting for this, and oh my goodness. You can put a godly, ungodly looking thing, robot head looking thing on my car, on my truck, anytime you want. The rewards have been magnificent. Not financial advice. We know that can all change as soon as more people get these things. But for right now, they're making some good rewards. You read through Discord, they got apparently some people bought this on eBay, $2,000 on eBay. And I look at it as, This thing keeps rewarding crazy. Price might go through the roof on eBay, just like Helium devices and some of these other devices. It's just how sustainable is it? You know, I don't know. You get somebody selling the Litecoin right here. Made 13,000 device, 13,000 ROVR. I'm trying to think at the same time. I can't do two things at once. So when you look at the current price of ROVR, that person got almost 13,000 ROVR tokens for the week. It said weekly settlement. So he made about $150 for the week, which is about what, looking at the numbers, especially when you look at what a Helium and what a ROVR Litecoin goes for, $2,500. You can use Grumpy's code to get a little bit of a discount. They are sold out. But either way, when you look at what they're making as of today, September 29th, it ends up being about $21 a day. You're looking at about $119 days, which is 4 months to get ROI. So that sounds good for you, and you think you want something that looks like this on your car, and your wife won't pull you from the back of the vehicle down the street. You know, if it's, I know some of y'all are in deep end. Y'all want to be in early and often, and check it out. You can check it out. But that's what we got from ROVR. Moving on. In 7th place is going to be Natix. Don't know what the Natix totals are going to be yet. Price of the token has not really moved much either. We should be getting settlement on that by maybe Wednesday, Thursday. Lately has not been taking that long. So we're going to see exactly where we are with Natix. And again, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to also include what I'm making with some, not all of them, because it's not fair to do all of them, but some of my referrals also, because that is it being included in my totals of what I'm making right now with that. So it's a free project. If you have an old phone, stick it along with all the other phones from Deep End projects that's on your dashboard. Mine's starting to look a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. And I lied, so I apologize. Natix was at 0.0078. It's now at 0.00671. So you lost about 14% in the last week on this project. But only about 10% for the month. So it's not that bad. It is worse when you figure out it had this huge jump, 0.00095, and then now it came back down. But I don't know. This person says dump incoming because just by looking at the market cap. That's pretty amazing that you can call that goofball. So funny story. For those of y'all who know, I have been down on Natix for a while. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have really warmed up to Natix when I realized what some of my rewards were. That, you know what, maybe this is not a gutter project after all. Well, Natix says, hold my beer, buddy. We want to be in the grumpy bad side along with, you know, Chirp and Silencio and DIMO, and they go F it up. And that's me putting it nicely, rated PG. So these idiots decide that, hey, if you do have your own phone on the dashboard, which is called the drive-in rewards, maybe drive-in, I don't know, it's still subject to change or monthly notice. This depends highly on the market size and data monetization. And then they're going to try to convince us why this is okay. Drive is a 100% free app. No hardware costs, no subscription fees. That's their little dig at DIMO. So, hey, I'll high five them on that one. It works well for users that are monetizing their trips passively. The shift allows us to put more focus on VX360, which delivers higher value data, attracts more interest, and better supports the tokenomics and growth goals of Natix. In other words, if you don't have a Tesla, you're screwed. That's what this basically says. Yes, you'll still get some kind of rewards, but it's basically telling you, be prepared that there's going to be a shift in tokenomics. What I'm wondering is, it says upcoming changes. So does that mean when we get our rewards in 2 or 3 or 4 days, we're going to see this drastic drop, or is this for next month? Listen, You mean flip this Uno card back on y'all, Natix? The beauty of the fact that we didn't buy any devices from you means we're not tied to your project and we can turn this stuff off. And I was going to say the other S word, but I'm trying not to I don't want to be a video channel that uses curse words too much. But, you know, we're not tied to either. Yes, I've always said, what's the harm in just leaving projects that run for free? I don't mess with Silencio no more. I'm just going to let the raffle tickets run. I'm going to eventually unstake all of them and cash out. And like the guys at the casino do, is I'm out, brother. Peace out. Maybe it's getting close for Natix for that too. But I'm not gonna panic yet. Not gonna panic yet. I'm gonna wait to see what this is. So, you know, bottom of the leaderboard, I'll use small reward pools, top of the leaderboard, much higher reward pool. Yeah, because, you know, just help out some cheating, you know. Look, y'all can go read all this stuff. I just can't believe here we go with another project that, hey, everything's going smooth. So let's go throw this stick in the road and screw it all up. Come on, guys. Like EarnApp. Do I need to go down a list? Like, y'all giving me a headache. Really? It's just people just sitting around going, you know, this is going really good. You know, everybody seems to be happy. There's nobody really complaining on Discord. I know. Let's go flip-flop the tokenomics up. Shut the front door, man. All right. Now, speaking of shut the front door on projects that I told y'all so, try giving them a second chance on the Grumpy board, and they're just going to burn me for it. But I told y'all so. People that wanted to argue with me that was going to be the new thing. I told y'all, and I know you're sick of hearing me say that. But number 8 is DIMO. Rewards are going down, mostly because, like I said, I think the price was manipulated. I think they pulled out their party fund money and said, hey guys, we're going to have to go 2 or 3 weeks without a party. And we're going to have to dump our money into this token because we're losing way too many subscribers. These subscribers come back, and now you see what's happening. And when you look at where this token was before, it is slowly just creeping down. When you go back to a month, you're down 38%. You're down 65%. But what I really wanted to show y'all is, before we had this spike right here, when they were starting subscriptions, we were at 5 cents. We're at 5.5 cents now. So all this spike that everybody got so excited over, we're going to 9 cents and all this other stuff that we were doing. Guess what? We're about to wash all that out. Now, I understand what some of y'all are saying. I'm wondering if you're going to see a bump in the next 24 to 48 hours, because these people who subscribed because they got tricked and said, oh, I can start making tokens again. I mean, money with this again. I need to subscribe. And now they're getting this, especially after rewards today. They might say, screw this, I'm out again. And then who knows? DIMO might find some money somewhere, or they spent it all and they're out. I don't know. I just think it's highly coincidental, you know, and we'll see what happens. So I'm averaging about 57 DIMO per device. One or two of my devices has been connected for a while. Those are making like 62 or 63 tokens. And then some of my, I call them newer, but I've had them for months. But they're not getting as many rewards. They're getting like 51, 52. So when you split it in the middle, it's about 57 DIMO. And at the current token price, you're getting about 46 cents. But nothing really new with the DIMO project. All right, moving on. It's Silencio. You know, I'm covering this for y'all. Don't say I don't ever love y'all or support y'all or anything like that. I am strictly still covering this project for one reason and one reason over, and that's y'all. The only reason I'm still covering this. Look, I got people in my Discord saying how they are doing the new Silencio AI, and they've downloaded the program on their computer, and they're sitting there talking French to each other, to the AI, and doing the stuff like that, and they're making some in-app tokens. And what I've said is, don't confuse. And this is, I think, to me, this is one thing I don't like about Silencio, and I think it's a game to trick people, but I could be wrong. I could just be a conspiracy nut. But in-app tokens is not the same thing as Silencio tokens. In-app tokens get traded for raffle tickets, which then get turned in for app tokens. I mean, not app tokens, Silencio tokens. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna keep my negativity down. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm gonna wait and see what people feel about after running this Silencio AI thing for a week or two. How they feel about rewards. Right now, I have about 770,000 tokens. I have not looked at this app since the last time we did raffles. And I'm going to come on here, come 2 or 3 days from now, do a video for y'all, let y'all know I have not touched Silencio in 2 months, but because I have this many raffle tickets, this is what I made. Because to me, I'll argue with anybody, y'all, any of y'all that want to sit in and argue with me. Oh, well, what you upset for? You're not running the project. I shouldn't have to. Yes, I understand it's a crypto project. You're supposed to be running it. But to me, your 700,000 raffle tickets, if this is supposed to be a fair raffle drawing like they want you to think, your 700,000 raffle tickets, by you sitting there getting the same venues over again, doing all this stuff over again, walking around with your phone, and then me not doing anything but having 700,000 raffle tickets, we should have the same odds for the same amount of tokens, close to the same amount. I understand it's a raffle ticket. But if you're getting more tokens consistently every month and we have the same amount of raffle ticket tokens, there's something wrong with that. And I call it shenanigans. Like we're at a circus county fair or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. All right, continuing to push on through. It's 9 o'clock. Tell y'all. We 2 hours into it. You see how behind I am. Next is going to be Honeygain pawns. You see I messed up on the rankings because we moved some numbers around. I always just sum up Honeygain pawns about 25 cents each. That's high and low because, as you can see, I have about 12 devices, 10, 12 devices, maybe a little bit more than that. Not about 10 devices. I can earn 24 hours on EarnApp. I mean, I can earn $7 on EarnApp in 24 hours. So what I've been using it for, to be honest with y'all, I've been cashing this out about every other week. My son needs 50, 60 bucks for college or something like that. Instead of him sending me my money to take his girlfriend out to eat, because I don't know why that's my responsibility. I'll just cash it out. It goes to my PayPal. I move it to my account, then Venmo him or something like that. But then you can see what I'm making in pawns in 24 hours. So, I mean, this number's off. And what I probably need to do is, to be fair to EarnApp, I probably need to make it its own line. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you have old laptops, old computers, old desktops, old Pis, new Pis, it don't matter. Devices running Wingbits DIY or third-party apps, you need to be running at the very least EarnApp. EarnApp, Honeygain, and pawns are my 3 that I really push. Financial advice is just what I do. Byte benefit is something somebody told me about. I tried it. I'm about to delete this off of here because they always fail. They can only run on certain computers, and even though those computers might have the other 3 programs running with no problem, Byte benefit rejects it, saying for some reason it won't accept that IP. And I'm like, screw you, whatever. Moving on. WeatherXM. I don't know what's going on with this project. I've heard people, depending on who you talk to, think that this new guess it's a whip, whatever it is, that they just voted on, is supposed to help things. Some people saying it's going to ruin it for the original people. But at 1.8 WXM per day, that's with a perfectly running station, you're making 20 cents. This token is about to bounce off the ground. So don't let the green fool you right here, the 8% improvement. It was down at 10 cents last week, and it says up 8 cents, but it's really still at 10 cents, maybe almost 11 cents. So it's, I don't know what's going on with it. I still see people talking about how positive they are about this project. I like to ask you why. Again, I'm not here to create FUD. I'm not here to just bash projects. I just want somebody to explain to me why in this project are you still so positive on it. I got people asking me, would I buy, or would I suggest them getting a device, or should they get a device? I think a device costs somewhere around $300. And if you're buying a device for $300, it'll take you 1,500 days to ROI. That's if the price stays stable here. You're looking at 4 years to ROI. So you make the decision depending on what your goals are when you'd like to ROI. Me, I would take that $300 and get into a new project. Not financial advice, but if you're going to take $300 to go buy a device, may I suggest a different weather. And with this, you can use Grumpy's code to get $30 off of that device, and you can get the D-pin tracker from Helium Deploy before I go spend $300 and it takes me 1,500 days to ROI, literally. Y'all do y'all, though. And I understand what some of y'all are going to say is that you have no idea what these rewards are going to be like on the NUBILA, but we also know, not financial advice, I'm not a mind reader or fortune teller, but getting into projects early sometimes benefits. I'm going to talk more about NUBILA and airdrops and stuff a little bit. But again, right now you're making 20 cents with this. But if you want to stick with WeatherXM, like, there's no reason not to stick with it. I got 2 WeatherXM devices myself. So trust me, I'm not happy with what the rewards are right now. I'm making 40 cents a day between 2 devices. 40 cents. That's worse than what DIMO and Silencio are doing. So I don't know what WeatherXM needs to do, but you know, somebody grab some life support paddles or something. I don't know. All right, so get ready for my next rant of the day. Next rant is going to be on grass. We have no idea what the hell is going on with grass. However, we do know, and it should be confirmed by now, that grass has gone down. It's going down 14% today. Let me tell you why. It don't take a mind reader to figure this out. Let me tell you why. Here's why. Welcome to Epoch 12. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We started a new epoch as of 10 hours ago. If y'all don't see something wrong with this, then I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think there's a correlation between this and this, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the hell this person's saying going up to the moon for. You were recovering. You were at 72 cents when we did this project last time. We got up to over $1 earlier today, last night, earlier today. And guess what? We also started, if you look at 10 hours ago, what was 10 hours ago? 11 to 12 my time. So you're looking at about right here is where you started seeing your price drop. Coincidental? I think not. And then, you know me, I wasn't going to take it lying down. So where do I go? I go to the Discord. And it's just what we think it's going to be. A chit, C-H-I-T, chit show. Chit show. Yeah. I should be able to get by on that one. 75 years later. Like, this is what I'm saying earlier. This a-hole right here with airdrop coming soon. Like, I just want to reply so much. But I will say that this thing has been crazily active today. And somebody's like, why is the Discord so active all of a sudden? Because everybody's in here losing their shit over another epoch. We will now be at, and just like somebody wanted to argue with me, we will now be at 1 year past our previous rewards. And I will still argue over and over, it should not be this difficult for a project to reward. This creates FUD. I don't care if I'm the one creating it. It scares the bejesus out of people when you can't reward. You've already rewarded once, so you have the reward mechanism down. And I know I'm rehashing stuff that I do in every video, but this pisses me off. And I'm telling you right now, I support the Bit Harvest guys running a server for staking with this. I have been staking with them since last November. I've made some damn good rewards with it. I want to say it was like, don't quote me on it, 30, 40%. At one time it was like 50, 60% staking. But I'm telling you right now, there's only a 7-day undelegation period. And when these rewards drop, what I'm hoping that happens is this price exploded last time after rewards finally dropped. I'm hoping it explodes again. And guess what I'm doing? It's like the casino dealer. I'm taking my 7 days worth of staking, unstaking, and Grumpy's out. I'm not playing this game at once a year rewards. Not playing games once a year, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And I've told you this before. Mark it down. September 29th, 9:12 p.m. All these people that are pissed off that can't see past their nose, and they're pissed off like me that they ain't got rewards in a year, they're about to get this gigantic dump truck of tokens backed up to their house and dump. Burp, 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 and then it dumps. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I got all these tokens. This is wonderful. I love grass. But when you sit here and you divide those tokens divided by 365 days since the last time you got rewarded, they're going to go, this sucks. But they're not going to do that, because all they're going to see is the shiny tokens in front of their face. Watch. And people, and probably not, because not everybody knows who I am. I ain't that big. But you probably have somebody say, look at Grumpy. Grumpy said, you know, everything was going to suck. And even with the year rewards, it's going to suck. Look, I got all these tokens. No, idiot. When you get the tokens divided by a year and a half, or a year and a month, whatever it's going to be. I don't know the exact date of the previous tokens or the previous token drop, so don't quote me on it. But I want to say it was around October 20th, 21st or something like that. I see my wallet being started moving tokens around the 24th, I think it was. But I also know I was a day or 2 or 3 or 4 late, because I was waiting to see what everybody was doing with their tokens. I know some people who sold them right away and they kicked themselves in the ass because they sold them at 50, 60 cents. When a couple of weeks later, the damn thing was worth almost $4 each. I'm hoping that happens again, because I had over $1,000 worth when it was up at $4. So you give me another load like that for $1,000, which I don't think that's going to happen, because the first load had, when you go to building 1, you had all this closed alpha time. And this closed alpha was 6 months worth of closed alpha, but you had 7 of this, and then you had a bonus for another 2 months after that. So, you know, but you had a little more than a year's worth of tokens in this. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the tokens. I still just don't understand why in the hell it takes a year. I just want to show y'all how crazy this is. I've been trying to go back to my discussions, lively discussions at 10 o'clock earlier today. And I just been scrolling back and scrolling back and scrolling. But look how much I'm scrolling, and it's still 7 o'clock. You just keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling and keep on scrolling, and it's still 7 o'clock. But it's banter, useless banter. Nobody's solving anything, and it's crazy. And it's you know, 8.3 active nodes in the last 30 days. I think y'all getting some decent tokens. All we watched is this stuff going. Points relief bar still safe and still stacking. Your tier rank carries over to 12. Listen, I got in this huge argument. I'm surprised I did not get booted from this Discord earlier when I talked about somebody being on their knees. Get off your knees and critique the project like y'all should be doing. But everybody's so scared to critique projects. And I'll still say the reason I am always down on Silencio is that I want them to get rid of the ads. I want them to get rid of me having to watch ads of King Henry getting stuck with a spike up his butt, or you know, me having to pay for subscriptions and stuff. I complain about that because I want that to get solved. I like Silencio. But maybe if more people complained about that, maybe they would do something. Maybe they would listen. But no, everybody wants to be a cheerleader. Like getting on their knees is going to give them more rewards or something like that. Or they're going to be like, oh my God, my project's going to fail because we said something negative about it. No, your project's going to fail because y'all didn't say nothing negative about it. All right, moving on. I tell y'all, the only thing I can hope for grass is that that token goes up. We get a decent amount. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be like this. Peace out. Helium IoT. Huh. Yeah, well, I ran out of rants on that. Helium IoT, you know, they did all this social media buzz, all this stuff. You got people, all these people talking about social media on it, on social media, talking about how they paid off the whale. I know I discussed this last week, but they made it seem like this was going to be the greatest thing in the world. It's going to completely revive the project. And no, you're at the same price you were last week. In fact, you're 2 cents lower. So I will say, hey, you did have it come down to $2.19, so we did recover all back to $2.45, and now we're back down again. So it's helium being helium. You know, I see people constantly trying to talk about CPR in this project, reviving this project, and everything like that. I question what happens when some of these companies that are using their network, if those are 3-year contracts or whoever long those contracts are, what happens when they come up for renewal? My question is, you know, those companies signed contracts thinking they were getting a certain amount of rewards, of coverage. You know, those IoT devices were going to have coverage in certain parts, and that was when it was 900,000 gateways. Now they're down to 200 something. A lot of coverage areas. I told you I had to send a helium device to my son at his university, because even though there was hexes around his university, I thought his DIMO would work. None of them are active. My son, for probably a 20 to 30 mile radius, has the only helium device that is active. Within that 20 mile, right at 20 miles, there's one. And after that, I'm not exaggerating, at least 50 to 60, maybe 75 miles. Those are the only 2 active helium devices. Northern part of the state of Louisiana. Good luck. All right, moving on to number 14. I'm just putting this now called, Is It Dead? SOARCHAIN. There's been a lot of talk in Discord over the last couple of days about SOARCHAIN. I drove for almost 6 hours total on Saturday. My SOARCHAIN was connected. I got 0 rewards for it. While I'm riding around with the video on their video camera, it says on the bottom in green, connected, meaning the SOARCHAIN Mini is connected. When I checked the next day, I got 0 rewards from it. Now, it does accumulate while it's connected, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to get moved to the transfer section, whatever, so you can stake it or do whatever you want to do with it, and it's not there. So I'm not getting rewards for it. Also, it appears that I'm not getting staking rewards for it either. Talking to some people on Discord, it appears they're in that same boat also, that there is some type of issue. With SOARCHAIN, look, it's weird. It's weird that you have these. I don't even know what the hell this is. I think this is past life support, and the life support batteries are dying. I'm disappointed. Hey, you still have $5,000 to go through in 24 hours of their token, but you're down 15%. You were at 0.009 last week at this time. You had 7.5 now. You know, for the last month, you're down 62%. For the year, you're down 96.6%. Explain to me why this project's not in trouble, or if not just done. You know, I don't know what's going to help it. I don't know. It's not up to me to figure it out. I, they still trying to push this Aster thing. I think it needs more help than that, but I don't know. This is just sad. It's sad. And what sucks the most is after running this, I talked about DIMO, but to be fair, because I stuck with these tokens for so long, and yes, they're all stuck staking, and I was making 500 tokens a day staking, but now those tokens are not even getting rewarded now. But when you look at this, I'm making 500 tokens a day. That's 38 cents, but I'm not getting, I don't even know what total, but the other day when I looked, I don't even think I have $100 worth of this token anymore after mining it for 18 months. At least DIMO was way more than that. So I'm I'm holding on to hope for a little bit longer with SOARCHAIN, but that time's coming to it. It's coming close to an end very, very quickly. So we'll see what happens. ERWIN, I don't, that's another one. I don't even know what to say anymore about ERWIN. ERWIN has had no changes. Nobody's talking in the Discord at all. Let's see. There's been, use all your fingers for this one. There's been 0 transactions in the last 24 hours on this token. It is down to 0.2 cents. 2 cents exactly. It was at to 8 cents, 0.028 cents, but that's it. It's done. Again, I like the whole concept of the cat and everything like that. I still have the ESP32 monitor behind me. I still charge my thing, but you can't even claim because it doesn't even go to your wallet. But yet they still have a channel for NFTs about talking about people buying NFTs. If you buy an NFT, you deserve to get screwed. I mean, how do you look at that? How do you look at the Discord and buy one? There's nothing meaningful in there. It still shows the token as 0. You do have some devices being open, but you can't claim them. So what good is it? Done. Again, not that anybody gives crap what I think. Nobody from the project's gonna lose their mind because of what I say. But next. Moving on to our test net. Patiently waiting for Wingbits. I don't know how to say it. Like it's a romantic movie. Patiently waiting. Look, I got stuff backing up at the house. Refrigerator broke because I always got something going on. So listen, Wingbits, whenever you're ready to go to TGE mainnet, Grumpy would appreciate it. That's all I got really. But no real announcements or anything. Nothing really in the change log that we haven't discussed. I did enough videos on it. We're just patiently waiting for it. I got to move some devices around, looking at possibly hosting one in somewhere else, but just trying to stay on top of it. Next is going to be 375 AI. Here's another one that y'all going to ask me what I've been hearing about this, and I'm going to say absolutely nothing. They appear like they have a new partner. With Iris 375 is able to address those needs. So now they're storing so before y'all ask, there's nothing at all on mainnet. There's nothing. You can go play poker nights. That's it. I'm still running the project, still running it, getting my beta tokens every epoch. I think we're on epoch like 29 or 30 right now. I started at 2, but just running it and see what happens. So next is going to be COMBINDER. No new news on that. It's in Telegram. The biggest thing is they are solely only allowing Shelly devices, Shelly plugs, and they're sold out everywhere. So to me, something's got to happen. You're going to have to work with Shelly to try to start getting more of them out there, or you're going to have to work with a new provider because you're killing your project. Because this has been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks now. People are telling me that these plugs are out of stock. something's got to change. This isn't COVID. It's not that hard to get transistors and whatever anymore. You're making basic plugs with the, you know, the Wi-Fi in it. Come on, guys. But you're stalling your own project because you're only dealing with Shelly. If Shelly wants an exclusivity deal with you, then they need to provide more plugs. This isn't just the US plugs. This is everywhere. So Shelly needs some help. Next is going to be BrushO. I am making more than 80 tokens a day. I have found that if I brush twice a day, you know, in the evening when I'm done with this and I take a shower, go to bed, and in the morning when I wake up, I am making more than 80 tokens. I could tell you that I finally have had to charge my device. It has been in my bathroom since I got it, which has been at least, I want to say 4 weeks. So it finally needed a charge, and it didn't really even need a charge. It was down like 15%. So it probably could have went a couple more days. But a lot of y'all asked about the battery life. That should answer that question for you. At least for right now, I got a month use out of it twice a day. Not twice a day, every single day, but I would say 27 out of 31 days, I'd brush twice a day. So I did good. I do find that I call freestyling brushing your teeth by just turning it on, put the toothpaste on, turn it on, and just brushing it the old-fashioned way all over the place, but it's over and over and over for 2 minutes all over the place. I get the highest rankings I've ever got before. The whole ranking system and looking at that screen is worthless. By me freestyling, I don't even look at the phone, freestyling it, doing it the old-fashioned way, make sure I get every corner and everything like that in a couple of times because you have 2 minutes that you have to do it for. I get 95s, 94s. When I would sit there and watch it and try to get each, you know, quarter, quadrant, whatever you want to call it, I'd get like 79, 80, 81. But now I don't even look at the app. I finish my brushing my teeth, and then before I'm done, when I'm done, before I go to bed, I open up the app. Then it downloads it from the phone, and then it can, you know, and also on the toothbrush, it tells me what I got. I still say for a D-pin project, it's not bad because where we've seen some D-pin projects that are very, very expensive, this one isn't. It's $100-something, and it's comparatively priced to other electric toothbrushes. This is the first one I've ever owned and had, so I can't compare it on how my teeth feel because I've never used one before. Most of y'all said that y'all don't see an issue with it. I really have not heard any complaints from y'all I know there was several of y'all that bought it. I can see my code being used. If you are interested, you can go to Helium Deploy right here and buy these. Lastly on the list for my testnet projects, which will be number 20th project I'm in, but actually it's more than that when you go and count these other ones, but is the NUBILA device. And again, there will be a video made probably tomorrow for Wednesday on me unboxing this and trying to set it up. You know, I like to do an unboxing video for y'all as I unbox it, but I was also told if I'm going to play with it, I need to fully charge it first. So it's killing me not to open this right now, but I kind of want to open it with y'all. But there's a part of me that also says this project has been out for a while now. So it's not like I'm unveiling something new for y'all that y'all have never seen before. One thing I do want to go over real quick with Wingbits was that Helium Deploy right now has these devices in stock. They ship within 2 days. So really in about a week, you can get a Wingbits device, and people are still buying them because I see them in my codes. People are still buying them using my code right here on a WB200. If you want the MGW310, that code is GrumpyDad56XL. Knock yourself out. And I actually have my WB200 that I need to move soon. But it is what it is. Look, guys, I'm going to tell you this. We all need to take a deep breath right now. Touch some grass. No pun intended. But I think people are getting a little antsy, a little worked up because we all thought we'd be in this great alt season by now, and we're not. And it doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. At least that's my 2 cents. If I'm surprised, I'm surprised. I kept saying late October, November into December. I don't think we're going to hit in October. Something drastically is going to have to change. Or like I was saying earlier this year and last year, or like Grumpy was saying, this cycle is going to be completely different. If you want to listen to everybody else that says the cycle is the cycle, no matter what, the cycle always performs the same. then you're going to have to sit there and wait for Bitcoin to do this, Ethereum to do this, and start that Bitcoin dominance going down. Right now, you don't have that. So you might want to hope that Grumpy's right. And this alt season kicks off, and it is a little bit different, and Bitcoin does not go down for that Bitcoin dominance to go up, because that's the only way I see it. But, you know, you go follow some YouTubers and everybody's suggesting tokens and all this stuff like that. I'm sorry, guys. We had some rain finally after the first time in like 3 weeks out here, and my allergies and sinuses are killing me. So I'm trying to, y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. But anyway, I think everybody needs to calm down, quit the chipping at each other and stuff. I'm watching, you know, these people go back and forth. Listen, we all, in the end, I told you all the other day on live, and I kind of broke it down to y'all. I opened up to y'all and said, look, I want everybody to be successful. Everybody needs to calm down. Everybody's walking around with aluminum hats on, aluminum foil hats, and thinking everything's a conspiracy and blah, blah, blah. And I want everybody to be successful. So let's all get through this together. And in the end, we should all be happy. So that's it. I hope this video wasn't too long. You know, I'm going to put some chapters into it. We'll do a live, try to do a live Tuesday night. We'll do a live Thursday night, and some videos in between. So we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I'll be on Discord, trying to get through there, keep the peace and all that. If you want to join Discord, do that. Check the link below. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, try to subscribe. Check out my other channels. I've been trying to boost, trying to post some more pictures and videos to my Grumpy Dad Outdoors one. Hunting season starting to get kind of close, even though it's still 90 degrees outside during the day. I'm not gonna start archery hunting in 2 days like some other people. I don't hunt 90-degree weather. It's too hot, too many snakes. But we'll see. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you all in the next video.